How to become a millionaire step by step. Becoming a millionaire is a reachable goal if you start young and develop the right habits. The pursuit of seven-figure net worth should be fueled by a desire of financial security, not a longing for status or a millionaire lifestyle. Having money for the sake of having money or being rich never leaves a person being fulfilled. Ironically, it can actually lead to a different set of problems most people haven't thought about. With the help from financial experts, we have come up with the 8 tips for becoming a millionaire. The advice is really simple, but reaching the goal is more challenging than it sounds. Number 1, value your own time. You automatically get rich when you start valuing your own time. Most people never get rich because they never value their time. So think about that. Do you want to make it quick or do you want to make it slow? Do you have time to even make it slow? Wealth is measured more in time than in just money. Let's say you're making 60,000 a year and let's say you work for 30 years. How much money you have made? 1.8 million, right? Now, is that a lot of money? Absolutely it is. You have made into that category now, in a millionaire category, right? Now the question is, are you rich? No. Why not? Because it took you 30 years to accumulate over $1 million to make that your first $1 million. Now let's look at the different scenario. Let's say you make $1 million, but instead of taking you 30 years, you make the same $1 million within 12 months, within 1 year. Now, are you rich? Yes, you are. Now you are a millionaire. What is the difference? It's the same $1 million. The only difference is the time it takes for you to make it. And the cool thing is this. When you make your money in a relatively short period of time, guess what? Now you have more time instead of waiting for 65 years old when you may enjoy your money for 10 years. So why not enjoy it for 30, 40, 50, 60 years? That's the only difference. That's why wealth is not measured in how much money you make. It's how fast you make that money. Now what if you make $1 million in a month? Let's think even bigger. $1 million in a month. The person who makes $1 million a month is 12 times richer than a person who makes $1 million a year. And that's why rich people value time more than they value money. Poor people, however, they value money more than they value time. Number 2, develop a written financial plan. Or do you want to be wealthy alone, or having an idea of being wealthy is not enough? You have to have a workable plan. Put it on paper and then execute it. The written plan forces you to do something. Calculate what you need to earn and how to invest. Now the written plan isn't just a goal, it's the whole thing. The dream, the goals, the options. The options coming up with all the ways you can accomplish to reach that particular goal. Number 3, get into the habit of saving. Saving money really means putting your own personal finances first. So think of saving money as a way of paying yourself first. By making saving money a priority, you are boosting the chances that your financial future is going to be stronger than your financial present or past. Start by building an emergency fund in a high-yielding savings account so you don't have to raid the rest of your savings and investments when a big expense arises unexpectedly. Make a point of saving at least half of every pay. Explore your savings options to make sure you get the best returns of the money. Finally, take advantage of the retirement fund and put an additional funds into your traditional Roth IRA. Diversification of your savings is critical to getting the most out of what you want to put in. And if you have a long time horizon before you stop working, invest in growth investment stocks to increase your retirement nest egg over time. Don't be among the other people who financially regret the failure to save either for emergencies or for retirements. Number 4, live below your means. Buying a big house or driving an expensive luxury SUV is too expensive of a price to pay if it will reduce the amount of money you have available to save and invest. This is really one of my favorite financial mantras. Too many individuals or consumers are conditioned to think or allow themselves to think that their self-wealth is somehow tied to their personal possessions. Now, people who are serious about becoming a millionaire for financial services are less likely to blow money on expensive cars and lavish vacations. And they are not going to buy a house that stretches their budget way too thin. Number 5, get out of debt and stay there. Paying yourself is better than paying a bank or a credit card company. Bad debt is not your friend, it's your enemy. When you have a bad debt, it's very hard to make progress towards securing your financial future because you have to pay your taxes and your debts before you can use any of your money for yours. Now, bad debts are like car loans, credit card loans, and most of your student loans. If you're stuck with the credit card bills, pay them off and keep it just 1 or 2 credit cards. Try not to put anything on your card that you can't pay off in next 45 to 55 days. Number 6, invest in ways that work for you. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. Open an account with a mutual fund company that has no load funds and no expense ratio. You can also invest your money in the stock market by using an online broker like stake.com. I will leave the link right below down there so you can just get a free stock along with that as well. And they will charge you 0 commissions on online stock trades. If you have a cash to buy a property, consider investing in the real estate. You can create an additional income streaming by leasing a rental property and also earn over a long term through property price appreciation. It's best not to invest all your money in one thing. Diversification or owning many different types of investment is less riskier and will smooth out the ride. Stick with the basics, a mix of stocks, a mix of bonds, a little bit of cash and a real estate, and not what your friends are doing. Everyone's situation is different. If you want to increase your investment or diversify further, look into passive income opportunities as well. I'll leave the link right up on the top of the video just to have a little bit of smart income ideas opportunities. Number 7, start your own business. Now, if you read the book The Millionaire Next Door, it states in there that 2/3 of the millionaires are self-employed and that entrepreneurship represents the majority of that group. The rest are professionals such as doctors and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs create most of the world's wealth. One measure of that is the Forbes 400 list of richest people around. Number 8, get professional advice. Now, a good financial advisor can steer you in the right investment and right strategies and help you build and preserve that wealth. But don't sit back and let your advisor do all the thinking. Use your own brain. Take an active interest in where your money is being invested. The human race is all lifelong learners when it comes to personal finance. So be willing to update your knowledge periodically and relate it to what is going on in the world. But keep your eyes on the prize money. If you can't afford to have a financial planner manage your money, find one who will review your portfolio and make recommendations for one-time fees. Bottom line and the summary of all the video is, if you start working on a 7-figure net worth, you must take a long point view. Think of your life down the road and the importance of securing your financial future. Naturally, having enough money to enjoy nice things and creating memorable experience for yourself and those you care about the most are wonderful options to have, but having lasting financial security is far more valuable. When you don't have to worry about money to meet your needs to provide for your lifestyle, you are free to think bigger and focus on the things in life that matters to you the most. I hope you liked that video, and if it has provided you a little bit of knowledge, just consider giving me a like and subscribe button. That will help me keep making those kind of videos. And if you have any questions or concerns, just leave in the comment below. I'll try to answer most of the questions. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time, stay blessed.